It's Father's Day, June 17th, 2018. I'm with my older son Eric as we're fishing Sturgeon Bay in the Little Sturgeon area. If this is your first time here, I'm an avid fisherman. I live in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I fish the Winnebago chain as much as I can. My current project is to document 100 fishing trips on YouTube in 2018. Hit the subscribe button if you want to follow along. Hit the bell icon if you want to get all the updates. This is mostly a scouting trip since I don't really have a whole lot of information. I don't have a lot of experience in the area. But he was spending the weekend up in Bailey's Harbor, and I just figured it would be a good chance to meet in the middle and get a little outdoor time with him. We launched out of what we used to call the Stone Quarry. I think they call it George Pinney Launch. It's a nice little launch a little north of Sturgeon Bay on the bay of Green Bay. They did a lot of work in this area. I used to come here as a kid and perch fish, and it was just a quarry back then. It's a really nice park now. So without really knowing what to do, we decided to go and troll the shoreline, close to shore. It can be a good indication of what's there. You can expect to catch bass or sheepshead or walleyes, in this area. So we did that. We had some new bass lures called cutters. Corey Springle is kind of pushing them right now. We trolled those on the shallow inside, and then we trolled flicker shads down the shore, down the slope, and got a little deeper with those on the outside of the board. We had a couple really good pullbacks first. I thought maybe they were just big smallmouth bass. One actually broke the line, one pulled the board under and then unhooked. So we had some, it was promising. So we took another troll. We picked up and we flipped other rods and we trolled the other way. And then we caught two sheepshead. And as we were trolling, we saw other people catching bass. So I had some optimism for the spot. I really wish I could have kept fishing there, but the biting flies were so bad. They were biting my ankles, and I forgot the bug dope again, so I wasn't able to shoo them away, and it was torture. We continued on with our scouting mission, and we ran past Larson's Reef. I wanted to see if I could mark fish on the reef, and I was fairly consistent. I saw some pretty good fish there. We had stopped and tried to jig them up without any success. We got a few bites, but we didn't catch any fish. So then I wanted to see what I could see in deeper water. We saw a bunch of marks fairly deep in the water coming off a slope on Snake Island. I'm guessing they were white bass. They may have been perch. It was just too many marks to be walleyes, I think. But the size was kind of right, so maybe I'm guessing it really was white bass. They can get fairly, they can be about the same size as the walleyes. And then the other thing we ran into a few times were big clouds of bait fish. In this picture, you can see on the left-hand side is a 2D sonar, and then the right-hand side is the down imaging. Down imaging gives you better target separation, and that's kind of what you're seeing there. I wanted to see if maybe there were any bigger predators around the bait ball, and I don't see them in the picture. I'm not an expert at reading these things. I'm just kind of learning myself, but I think I would have expected to see bigger marks on the down imaging if there were actively feeding predators there. We didn't really fish the area. I wish I would have just tried to troll, through it just to try it, just to say I tried it once. But we kept on looking, and overall, it was just a great day. We had fun. We had a lot of conversation, and it was just a good time to be out. On this day, the morning was really nice, and we had a nice little breeze. It had calmed down a little bit by the time noon came around, and it was getting hot, in that area. It was almost 90 degrees. We came off the water. We had other things to do, and we just had a good time.
Another snaker. Must be running right over him.
Yep.
This was trip 44 of 100 of my effort to be a better fisherman. Hit the subscribe button if you want to follow along. No countable walleyes today. Keeps the total at 75 for the year. With this information, let's get out and fish.